All in all, it's Thursday morning, just on my way over to the park to do a session. First time since I had the tooth infection. The dentist went well yesterday. Had the root canal filling, all went very well. She didn't even need to numb me up to finish off the procedure, so hopefully happy days. So see you over the park for a decent session, hopefully. Right, here we are, warm up done. Today's session, I'm going to do it by the watch. It's all set up for timer, so it's going to be 8 times 2 minutes. First run since my dental treatment. I'm still on antibiotics and penicillin. I've still got another day of that to take, so I'm still not 100%, and the dentist seems to think it could take 2 to 3 months for it all to settle down completely because the infection was so severe. But I feel 100 times better than I did this time last week. I was in a lot of pain, and I'm just glad that severe pain is gone, and I can now get on with some decent training, hopefully. Because this time of year is difficult anyway because of the amount of bugs and viruses around. Everyone I know has got something going on, so I'll just be happy today to get something done. All right, we're into the 4th rep now, and progressively getting slightly quicker, which is good. The first 2 are pretty slow for even for my standards, but hopefully I can start getting the ground covered a little bit better on the last 4. See how it goes. So penultimate one coming up. Pretty tough when you're not feeling 100% as well, but getting that box ticked. Whew. See if I can keep them all even. I've got 35 seconds for the next one. One more. I'll push that penultimate one a little bit. Try to get a little bit more out of myself. It was tough. 45 seconds recovery left. One more. Job done. Right, a session done. Just in time. It's pelting down now with rain, so I'm going to do my recovery run back home, and I'll carry on this video talking about me schedule for the marathon. Hello folks, and so just continuing on from yesterday's session, so I'm back indoors now. So I bought these 2 calendars off Amazon. Well, this one was from last year, and I was really happy the way it worked out to be able to write down my schedule for the marathon. And this is actually includes during the summer as well, for my October marathon as well, which obviously didn't go exactly to plan because I ended up damaging my ribs. So anyway, so these calendars are really good to do a schedule. Now I always use a pencil. I never write anything in pen because with marathon schedules it can always change with injuries. Being a winter schedule, the weather could change. So there's all these sort of things that can change your schedule. So it all goes down in pencil to start off with. Obviously there are some bits and pieces here like the Paddock Wood and the Cambridge Half, which are written down in capitals. So I hopefully will make them no matter what. But even so, there's still no guarantees. But this is what I've booked in these 2 races here in March. So March will be broken up really because so I go away on holiday in end of March. So my marathon training has got to be completed by the 26th of March. That will be my last big long run. So March is going to be two half marathons and 2 long runs. So there's nothing else I can really do for that month. So when we're away, all I can do is just tick over. So that's my plan, is just to do some running. We've got a few beach destinations while we're away, so there will be plenty of opportunities to do some runs. So hopefully I'll be able to just tick over while I'm on holiday with some runs during the whether it's late afternoon when we arrive at our destinations or first thing in the morning before we leave, before breakfast. and they'll only be like just short runs because of the time factor. Although I will try and get a long run in for the first weekend we're away. So going back to February now, 2023. The schedule here is only half filled in at the minute. I'm still undecided for February. The only thing I'm definitely I know I want to do is do a 16 miles on the 26th, because that is a week before my Cambridge half. So I want to try and have relatively quite fresh legs for that. So these 3 Sundays here, I'm not 100%. But for January, where the marathon training really kicks in, so during the Christmas period, so really this is currently now, I'm going to just tick over the Christmas period. Nothing planned, nothing structured. I'm just going to run to feel. So going to January, so for the first weekend, the first clear weekend after the holiday period, I'm going to do a 16, and then I'm going to up that the following week to an 18. Now, last year in January, I did the Battersea Half Marathon. I did think about it, but I decided against it because I've got to travel into central London, and also it's going to mean that I won't be able to do a long run that weekend. And the Battersea Half is 8 laps of Battersea Park, and I did enjoy it at the time, but 8 laps of Battersea Park, no, I don't fancy it at all. So I'm going to leave that. I'm going to just build myself up for the big half, the 2 big half marathons in March. So for the following Sunday in January, a 16 miler, and then back up to 18. So that's going to give me a good foundation, hopefully, in January. Nothing too much, not going too long. 18 maximum for January, just to give myself a good base. If for some reason I do feel absolutely brilliant by the end of January, which I probably very much doubt it, or I feel really strong, I might up it to 20. But at the moment, I'm just going to do 16s, 2 16s and 2 18s in January. So that's me sort of pretty much sorted for January. Bearing in mind, hopefully, as I just said, during the holiday period, I hope to do some good long runs during this holiday period. So I won't be going straight into 16. That shouldn't be a problem. So yeah, so that's really about it, really. So these big calendars are very, very handy to write down your schedule, and I shall keep you updated as I go along.